The more you expose them, the more they learn. Learning is not just in the classroom. Learning is in the community, visiting different places. It makes it whole for the child.
Yeah, education outside the classroom.
The education outside of the classroom, exactly.
Okay.
And I believe in that. I really do.
All right, so if you can, while we got you talking, can you introduce yourself to us, ma'am?
So, hi, I'm Jenie Carter. I'm a native of Talbot County, Talboton to be exact. I've been here a long time. Many years.
All right, you the ball lady, Luke.
Okay, would you like to explain your degree major?
Degree major or degrees major?
Give us that big long list. I know it's coming.
Oh wow. I started out wanted to be a teacher. I went to Columbus College. That's where I got my BA in middle school education. I moved from the middle school education and went on to got my master's. I did my master's in school counseling. I wasn't satisfied with master's, so I decided to go do EDS. With the EDS, I said, well, I don't want to go back into counseling because I'll do something else. I like to have a lot of stuff under my belt. So with my EDS, I did curriculum and instruction. So that kind of put me in the leadership part. I once was said that, hey, EDS as far as I want to go. But for some reason I didn't get content until I tried for the doctorate. I went back for my doctorate degree. I got it in, what did I get it in? Educational leadership and management. So as of today, I graduated with my doctorate degree in 2019, right at the start of the pandemic COVID. And I'm known as Dr. Jenie Carter, which I'm very proud of. And I think that my mom, well, actually I know my mom will be proud of it, and that's the only thing I hate, because she had passed away before I finished my doctorate degree. And she had been so instrumental with me in pursuing my degree. So that part, I'm elated that I did finish, but I hated that she passed before I finished. But I believe she's okay with that. Okay.
All right.
What made me want to become a teacher? Okay.
Hey ladies, turn up.
I've known that I wanted to be a teacher at a very young age. I had two very inspirational teachers in elementary school. I was so impressed with them that it was during that time I really decided I want to be a teacher. So all through my elementary, I did what I needed to do to pursue my, not my undergrad, but pursue grammar school. Okay. When I finished high school right here at Central. I was the valedictorian of my class. I went on to college. I went to Columbus College. At that time, it was Columbus College. That's where I pursued and got my BA in middle school education. My passion then was mathematics. Ooh, I love mathematics. I loved it. And I did mathematics and ELA. I was afraid to do science. Everywhere you go around, people will say mathematics and science go together. I separated them. I did ELA and math. So, and after my bachelor's degree, I started work. My church started a school. I worked in that school for about 28 years teaching. I taught there. I became the head school mistress. I also worked as the counselor there. And after the school closed, this is when I came to Talbot. Why did I come to Talbot? This is where I graduated from. And I've always loved having have the students in my best interest. I have always done that. I wanted for them to see somebody who grew up in Talbot County can still make something out of themselves. Although I didn't leave Talbot County and to go somewhere else and work. I worked in Manchester at our church school for those 28 years, but I was still in Talbot County. I still had Talbot County's kids. So my passion was with the kids, and it always has been. I started here at Central. I started part-time in 2006. I started tutoring after school, and I started with doing summer school. So, and during that time, this is when I started working at my master's degree. I did my master's. It had changed over to Columbus State at that point. I did a master's. I got a degree in school counseling. And again, my thought then was, if I come out the classroom, I can go into counseling. And again, I would still be working with the kids, because that's all I wanted to do, was just work with the kids. After then, I decided to do my EDS. My EDS was I did in curriculum and instruction. Yeah, I got so many. I went to school for so long, and I always kid my children when I was in the classroom. Do y'all know how many degrees I have and how long I've been going to school? Because they will sometimes make some type of point and say, "Oh, Miss Carter, you still going to school?" No, I'm not still going to school now, but I've been in school many years, and you never can stop learning. So I got my EDS in curriculum and instruction. My thought was, if I leave the school, the classroom, leave the counseling, I can work for the State Department. So I had all kinds of ideas. That was my goal. So, and getting that many degrees under my belt, it gave me that opportunity to even share with the students. Then I thought, that's what some people would ask me, well, when are you going to do special family members? Ask me, when are you going for that doctorate? Don't think I want to. Oh, I know you're going to go. I had one particular aunt who I always say, Jenie, I know you're going to do it. It's just a matter of fact, when. Okay, so I finally decided. So when I did, I had my mom behind me. She said, if you want to do it, you go ahead and do it. So I started out. So I worked, and I finally got my doctorate. But my mom passed before I finished it. I finished it in 2019. That's when I had my graduation. And she passed in 2017. I hate that she wasn't there, because she was right beside me every step of the way up into her sickness. And I got my doctorate. Then the next thing happened was our church school closed, and I wasn't ready to sit down. I wanted to continue to work. So what I did, I came back here. I interviewed for substitute. And at that point, they needed a new teacher. So I went on and I applied for it. I came back to this school. I didn't try any other school. I came back here because I wanted to give back to where I started. Because after graduating valedictorian from here, I felt like a lot of our kids need role models. Although we go through obstacles in our life and experience a lot, and I felt like I had something to share with the kids. At the end of the kids would sit down and ask me a question. We'll have a personal conversation. And that I wanted to have an environment where the kids will feel free to come to me. I've even had kids to call me, "Oh, you my grandma." That's okay. I can do that. I even had other co-workers who became my goddaughter. She said, "Oh, we'll be your goddaughter." That's okay, good. And for me to be that mentor for my co-workers, to be that parent figure for my students, that is a lifelong dream, desire, or goal that I felt like I have reached at this point. Oh, I've been in the educational field almost 40 years now. I could have retired a long time ago, but I'm still here. I'm here because I love what I do. If anyone asked me would I have gone into another profession, I would have told them no, because I love what I do. I became the counselor here. This is my first year being a counselor at the school, and I love it as much as I love being in the classroom. Although I'm not in the classroom every day with the kids, I'm still back and forth in the classroom, visiting them, talking to them, getting to know even the elementary, because my teaching profession was really in middle school. And this gives me a chance to work with the elementary kids as well as middle and high school. I would love to see the parents have a more proactive role in their child's life. Being counselor, this is really a goal, is to get a clear, a more effective parent interaction with my office and with the students, where on a regular basis that I can actually talk with the parents and we can make sure that little Jenny is on track for graduation or not, or working towards graduation.
That's right.
And these conversations, I want them to a point where they don't have to be initiated by me or me always sending a letter out. I want the parents to actually do a lot of initiation. Call me, I'm available. I will help as much as I can to help each and every one of these students down here be successful. That cohort. And we want to keep our graduation rate up into the 90th percentile. 100% graduation rate would be perfect, but we know things happen. But if we can keep it at that 95% or above, especially being a small school, that would be excellent.
All right, so on average, you said you get about 25 to 30 graduates, or a little more each year?
On average, we have about 30 to 35 graduates.
Okay. All right, so I see all your positive affirmations and stuff on the wall. Like, what the inspiration behind it?
Being counselor, and I know a lot of kids do deal with a lot of issues. They have many issues. And a lot of them, they think negative, but I want to turn that negative. I want to turn their negativity into positivity. And that's why I have so many different sayings on my wall, because I want them to continue to know that life is not all bad. Life can have positive aspects, and it's the way that they present themselves. So if you think positive, you will be positive. Although we have many challenges, we have many obstacles in our life, we still can make it through being positive. So when they walk in my office, they see what I'm about, and I feel like they know that I'm about being positive, so I want them to know it themselves.
All right.
Hosted a career and college fair back in March, and what I did to go about that, I listened to the kids. What is it that they wanted? What are their hopes, their aspirations? And from listening to where possibly they wanted to go to school at, or possibly what field of study they wanted to go into, these are the colleges that I reached out to. I reached out to local vendors. And I really wanted to give the kids a variety agencies, businesses, colleges, technical schools. I wanted them to make that decision on their own, but yet still give them a feel of what is out there. Have them to ask questions to motivate them to, hey, I'm interested in this college. And a matter of fact, that career fair was real successful, because I had students who was very skeptical, say, I don't think I want to go out to school. But when they sat down and talked to the college recruiter, I had students signing up on spot. And that I was so proud to see those students, because I had been talking to them over and over. And when I went in there and saw them signing up at the table on the spot for a college, I wanted to give them a big hug.
That's right.
And that was it. That made my day.
So that's one of your biggest joy from your job.
That was my big joy.
Okay.
If I could get one student to pursue or start looking and say, hey, I want to do this. I want to be better. I want to make myself do this. That is a joy for me.
All right.
Then I would say, hey, my job been done.
That's right.
At least for that day.
That's right.
And go on to the next job.
All right. So the fruits of your labor, since you've been here, what do you think is some of the good thing that happened from your presence here at Central?
Not only here at Central, but out of the 40 years that I've been teaching, I have students who have gone on to be lawyers. They have doctorate degrees, professors in the colleges. I've had students to become teachers, and knowing that they have gone out there and pursued their dream under my tutelage, I am so proud of them. I'm proud of every child I have taught, and these 40 years have not been a waste for me.
Yeah, right.
If I want to retire tomorrow, which I don't think I will, because I like what I do, I will be satisfied with my educational career, the students that I've taught, the students I've mentored, and kind of steer them in the direction in which they are in. So my hat's off to my former students, my hat's off to my current students, and however many more come my way.